Solta o jazz. Why did jazz begin here? What sets New Orleans jazz apart from other types of jazz?
Entertainment.
A party for everything.
You gonna have all that going on.
Oh my gosh.
Music could really change things because it changes people internally.
We are who we are. Ain't nobody can't change that.
Keep the Bloody Marys coming.
Yeah.
What do you need to become a great musician?
A lot of rest.
A lot of rest?
Having a couple drinks, not hurting anybody, and having a great time.
New Orleans musicians play for the people.
The real New Orleans is black people.
I mean, it's the only true American art form, jazz.
Então senta que lá vem a história. Cerveja de café da manhã? Não me julguem, são 7 da noite em Singapura. Então tá tudo certo. Agora, essa postura mais relaxada, mais divertida, não é novidade. Ela sempre esteve aqui. E também não é por acaso. Ó, é música constantemente. Vocês vão ter que se acostumar com isso. Nova Orleans foi fundada em 1718. Era uma colônia francesa. Depois ela foi cedida para a Espanha. 40 anos depois, ela foi cedida de novo para a França. E depois foi vendida por muito dinheiro para os Estados Unidos. Aqui você tinha uma colônia católica onde se falava francês e todo o resto dos Estados Unidos era protestante e eles falavam inglês. Um dos primeiros governadores desse lugar falou que esse lugar era ingovernável, porque a população só sabia dançar, comer, se divertir, namorar. Então isso, na época, era visto como um problema. Hoje é visto como uma grande atração. Essa mistura, cultura caribenha, cultura francesa, cultura espanhola, cultura africana, acabou gerando um lugar absolutamente singular. Os Estados Unidos é um país gigante, mas nenhum outro lugar nesse país é como Nova Orleans. Esse lugar onde eu tô, Parkway, já existe desde 1911. É uma referência em Nova Orleans. Como vocês podem ver, atrai todo tipo de gente. As pessoas saíram da igreja, vêm almoçar aqui, a família toda vem se reunir aqui. É bom, bonito e barato. Shrimp and roast beef?
That's roasted beef. It's chuck roast, roasted for about 18 hours. Cooked down, brown gravy. It's like a pot roast sandwich. New Orleans French bread, you'll see it's crusty on the outside, light and fluffy like cotton candy on the inside. Louisiana Gulf shrimp. We think it's the best shrimp in the world.
É muito bom. No, you can go in front of the camera, it's fine. You guys can pass if you want. Dos melhores sanduíches que eu já comi até hoje. Início do século passado, Nova Orleans era pouco mais que um grande pântano. Esse lugar apareceu. veio a Grande Depressão. As pessoas se locomoviam nos bondinhos. Houve uma greve dos motoristas de bonde. Um deles era filho do dono desse lugar. E aí o pai dele falou, diga para os seus amigos que estão sem dinheiro, estão passando necessidade, estão fazendo greve, estão sofrendo com a crise econômica, e chame os poor boys aqui, que eu vou alimentar eles com o nosso sanduíche. Poor boys virou po' boy. Poor boy significa garotos pobres. Po' boy foi o apelido dado a esse patrimônio nacional. Volta aqui, camarão. It's the best sandwich I've ever had in my life. It's one of the best sandwiches you'll ever have. This place. Call all your friends, the poor boys, and we'll feed them. Pretty much. Wow. If you guys have any other questions, let me know.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you. Chega. Viva Nova Orleans. Ih, não consigo nem falar. Viva Nova Orleans. I just made all that up. Can you show me just a little bit of New Orleans-ness? Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I think about your household, with all due respect, I mean, you can pack arenas in Tokyo. You can sell out concert halls in Paris. But in a way, you're talking about your brothers, your friends, your neighbors. Do you ever get used to it? Like, I know you see your dad as your dad, your brother as your brother, but does it ever dawn on you the magnitude of the life you live?
We're always looking for the next thing. So my voice is something different. So the New Orleans sound is much more prevalent in what I do now, and kind of the funky sound. So that's something that I'm trying to also work with the students in terms of embrace popular music.
New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz. Why here?
Simple answer is that unlike the other Confederate states, we were colonized by the Spanish and the French, whereas the British, you know, the British historically, they hated music. No real great English composer until Benjamin Britten. You might say, well, they had Handel. Handel was German. So now you have the plantations, and the first thing they say, get those drums away from them Africans, because we don't know what they're going to do with it. Here in New Orleans, the French and the Spanish were like, yeah, this is kind of a jive situation, but, you know, let's see what y'all got. We have culture. Y'all have culture. Let's kind of bring the two together. So it was an amalgamation of many different people, but at the core, it was the fact that the French and the Spanish colonists really gave a lot more freedoms than the British would put up with. So you had all these people together. And you know, there's always been this thing. If you look at the history of jazz, and it's usually told in black and white, there's always the musicians, Louis Armstrong, who was, you know, together with white musicians. Or you have Benny Goodman, who was getting together with the black musicians. Paul Whiteman. You go down the list, and they're all trying to converge, and they're doing what people who seek greatness always do. You see this in athletics. They're not concerned with, oh man, this guy's from here, this guy's this color, this guy. They're like, this cat is serious. Let's make sure we know what he's doing so that we can up our game. Yeah. And that's what we have. So that's the great thing about New Orleans is the fact that folks can come together and it can be totally jive for 5 days of the week, but then, or maybe even 6, but on that 7th day, everything is cool.
Like a delicious gumbo.
That's exactly it, yeah. You need all these different ingredients from different places.
I wonder if you could compare playing for 5 people and playing for 5,000 people. Mm-hmm. You've seen both sides of the coin, as we say in Brazil. Right. How different is it?
Well, it's very different, you know, because playing for 5 people, you have more of an intimate relationship with your audience. Mm-hmm. And I've done those gigs where we can actually talk to the people. Hey, what do you feel like hearing? And you know, they might name a song. You know, it's almost like private dining, when it's like it's just you know, a handful of people and the chef. You know, I really love that situation. You know, some folks are like, oh, no, if we don't have X number of people, we're not even gonna play. But for me, you know, I love that. And I think I get that from my dad, who was always serious. Didn't matter how many folks were in the crowd or in the audience, he was gonna play. He was gonna give it 100%.
What sets New Orleans jazz apart from other types of jazz?
Entertainment. New Orleans musicians play for the people. Like you go to New York and man, they can hit you with those notes. And they're doing all of that stuff. And you know, New Orleans, we just say boom, boom, ka-doom, ba-doom, ding, ding, ding. And it's like, that's the thing that people want to hear. But if we say, what's the classic New Orleans sound? That's what it would be. It would be James Booker, Dr. John, Professor Longhair. So it's important for the New Orleans musicians to incorporate their style in whatever we play. And that's one thing that I'm always telling my band. See, man, we gotta, if you're playing like Professor Longhair, it's gonna work with anything that we do.
When you're teaching people, do you know someone who was just born with a gift? Or is it mostly hard work?
Well, it's hard work. Well, the hard work is relative.
Okay.
Yeah, it's relative. I think more about a fellow by the name of Roy Hargrove, who we were in school. My last year was his first year. And, you know, I was a little tough on him. He was younger than me, so I kind of did the big brother thing to him. And he passed on early. But I realize now the tremendous gift that he had. So I would say there are some folks who come here and that's what they're here to do. My bad, man. I did 4, right?
That was it.
I did 4, right?
Nova Orleans tem dessas coisas. Você vai andando, você esbarra num bar aqui, você esbarra num outro. São mais de 400 jazz bars só aqui, no centro de Nova Orleans. All right.
Yes!
When in New Orleans?
You must have a beignet.
Beignet.
But I will say, not sure if this is the right attire, but we're gonna go full force with it.
Yes. When in doubt, go for it.
And you brought napkins, that was smart.
All right, so first and foremost, what's a beignet?
A beignet is basically a New Orleanian French dessert that is like a donut, but it's fried and it has a lot of powdered sugar. Hence why...
No sugar, no carbs?
It's super healthy. Everyone should have it. Don't know why I didn't come.
It's worth it.
Your first beignet, and you didn't get all over you. Kudos to that.
Don't know why I didn't come back.
The first time I came to New Orleans was with my father. I think I was 16 years old. And my dad loves music, loves art, is obsessed with this place. He was the right company to be here for the first time with. But also the very first time I ever got emotional by listening to music, by watching someone sing, was with him. I remember I was a little kid and he took me to see this choir from Brooklyn. That sound just brought tears to my eyes, and I didn't even understand why. That was the first time that I understood that music can have a deep, deep, deep emotional impact in us. For me, you know, it's just something I enjoy doing. For you, it's your life. What are the biggest challenges when it comes to being a musician?
I think the hardest challenge is always, you know, navigating through this world. You know, from what kind of artist are you going to be? It's a special thing about where I'm from because I feel like New Orleans is so loved by everyone, but the challenge of being a New Orleans artist versus an artist from New Orleans. Because my music won't always be the traditional New Orleans, it will always be the traditional jazz. So having the beautiful plethora of genres that I have been exposed to that has allowed me to create what is Robin's music versus what the world sees as just New Orleans music.
A história recente de Nova Orleans é dividida entre antes e depois do furacão Katrina. Em 2005, esse furacão avassalador atingiu Nova Orleans e acabou causando um dano irreparável aos diques que protegem a cidade. 85% de Nova Orleans ficou inundada, boa parte debaixo d'água. Dezenas de milhares de pessoas perderam suas casas, mais de 1.800 pessoas morreram e esse prejuízo, financeiramente falando, custou ao país mais de 125 bilhões de dólares. É o desastre natural mais caro da história dos Estados Unidos. Até hoje, a população dessa cidade não se recuperou. Depois do desastre, mais da metade da cidade foi embora. Mas, por incrível que pareça, eles conseguiram recuperar o que muita gente achou que eles não conseguiriam recuperar, que é essa alma, essa essência, esse DNA do local.
We almost value the hardship. It's a part of our upbringing. I think that's why we're so resilient.
I think we got back up because we had the spirit to. You know, we had it in us. It was in our DNA.
Were you here during Katrina?
Yeah.
What was that
I had to
like?
walk through that water and everything.
You did?
I set up my camera, man. We did my band, we did live streams almost every other day. And people really, a lot of generous outpouring. I was able to pay my band.
Katrina ran us, the water ran us. We had several hurricanes, but the water ran us. So it wasn't really Katrina, because Katrina was gone.
When you listen to Louis Armstrong, he always lets you know that no matter what nonsense is going on, everything's gonna be all right.
Tell me how you feel about me. I'ma always keep it playing. She just wanna be around me. Soaking up my game, I get that. But I don't have the time to miss you. But don't think that I'm wrong, 'cause I do. And I wish I could live beside you. But I guess I ain't never want to. 'Cause you keep it cuddle with me.
I've always been curious about that. I've always been really musical. I don't play any instruments. I have a horrific voice. I mean, the shower, it's okay. But
Yeah.
I've always loved music. And I remember going to concerts and sort of wondering what it was like, you know, that moment right before you go up on stage.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
It's a few things. It's surreal because I've been wanting this my whole life, exactly the way it is. Another thing, it's like I feel good. It's a blessing. It feels whole. It gives me purpose, and I just feel a lot of love. My shows are usually like centered around like, you know, people being themselves and like having a whole bunch of community. So it definitely shines before I go on stage when you can hear everything back there. You go out there and people are like, yeah, it's the sleeves, and it's like, it's perfect, honestly.
I love that.
Sneaking with you, sneaking with you. Trying to run away, but spotted as you got me for two. Living my reverb, lose you. Nothing that you do.
You're wearing a hat that says, make someone smile today. You're wearing sunflowers. Soft-spoken confidently, but really sweet. Hip-hop, rap, it usually comes with an expectation of resistance. It's considered quite often almost as a confrontational music style. What's that synergy like? Your lightness with the heaviness that might come attached to the legacy of your type of music?
I love that question. That's the first time I've ever been asked anything like that. I think my calmness and my sweetness is a resistance. Is a resistance against a power that tries to get me to overreact or act in ways that I might not normally act in. Or, you know, when you've really been through things, you kind of just sit back. You're not loud about it, you know? And I think that that's my resistance of it.
We live in a moment in which there's a lot of injustice when it comes to certain layers of our society. What power can music have when it comes to the improvement of our society?
Music is the only thing that ever made me feel anything when I couldn't feel nothing, you know, in a healthy way. And I think we could really do that for people. You know, I think we could really help people carry on when they can't do it for themselves. And we could help represent people when they can't speak for themselves, you know? And it's our responsibility to make sure we do the right thing with it. But I think that music could really change things because it changes people internally, not just externally.
What do you love about New Orleans?
A place that's very alive and there's always something to do, and it's a place you can be free and be yourself.
Water, that mix is good with anything fruity. Either watermelon, peach, mango, the punches. Because of all the alcohol in it, it does run really loose.
But I'm over 21, believe it or not. Tastes delicious, but it reminds me of my suntan lotion. A little bit.
I can see that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Let me show. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. It's pretty, huh? Oh my God. KFC?
Ecstasy.
XTC.
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, KFC. Three letters. I thought it was a fried chicken daiquiri. When did you decide to transition, and what's been the hardest part about this process?
I transitioned because I was mad at my mama.
You transitioned because you were mad at your mom?
Yeah, I really just did it to make her mad. I'm like, she trying to punish me. I'm like, she being so hard at me. I'm like, she don't want me to be against. I'm like, because how she treated me. I'm like, it's like I better get her ass back. I'm going around. I'm about to perm my hair and go around her. So I permed my hair and I bleached it and stuff, blind. And it's like when I walked in the project, people like, they was calling me my sister name. They were saying Chris. They was calling me my sister name. So like, one of my aunties called me my mama name. They were like, boy, you're just like your fucking mom. Like, so I never like looked at it because I thought I was just doing it just to see, just for her, just to make her mad. So when I looked in the mirror, I'm like, I said, oh, girl, you don't want me, girl. I said, girl, this can grow on you. Like, you know, I'm like, this can grow on you. So I'm like, stay like that whole day. I'm like, oh, so I do got the potential. Like, I was kind of scared to do it, but I told you when I was like 3, 4, 5 years old, I always put like, the towel on my head, like I had long hair. So that's how I knew I was a woman then. Like,
Now, if you look from an outside perspective, a lot of people think that there is no racism, homophobia here because it's a melting pot. You have influence from different places. It's a very black place.
It changed. When I was younger, the older queens used to pitch bottles at them, chase them through the streets and fight them when they come around. They used to do that. But since 1980, when I started rapping, all that opened up. Everything was more acceptable.
What do you need to be a good rapper?
Originality. They all need that. If you ever noticed that, they all need that.
Is it true that you need to have a sharp humor in order to be a good rapper?
To look for the originality, yeah.
Like the timing.
Who told you that?
I've been around.
Oh.
Girl, I've been around. Can you rap just a little bit for me? Just a little bit.
What you want to hear? What song?
Surprise me.
I fucked up the people head when I started to rap. Caterate the dick sucker, and they gave me the map. My second song was my legend. It was real, real hot. I'ma give you this dance. It was the titty pop. Hold up. Local New Orleans and when Alabama, it made me large old boy Y2K they got down.
That's amazing.
If that ain't history, you just hating. You don't know what I mean. I'm that motherfucking sister represent New Orleans. Making mine, I ain't lying, man. I had a hard time. Under pressure, under stress, girl, I had to write rhymes. I gotta call you back up on the interview.
Can I see you bouncing?
What? 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 Oh. Look at him.
Your presence is requested, said little Johnny White. But with this invitation, there's a stipulation. If you go to the party, the lights will all be bright. But there's a wild and...
Music has been the great escape. What's going to bring your spirits up and make you feel good about yourself and who you are and about the community itself is going out, getting a drink, and having a good time, dancing with other wonderful, beautiful human, regardless of anything.
É muito interessante, porque aqui em Nova Orleans, você vê, assim, essa evolução musical, né? Você tem hip hop, você tem rap, você tem bounce, mas existe essa valorização também do passado, do que abriu a porta para esse mundo que a gente enxerga aqui hoje. Isso inclui o jazz, isso inclui o blues, isso inclui essa maravilha aqui. De nada.
Having a couple drinks, not hurting anybody, and having a great time.
You know what I've been wondering this whole time? How's that food?
It's nice.
Brazil.
Hello, Brazil. Brazilian.
Quando eu falo que aqui você sai de casa e não sabe para que festa você vai, você acha que sabe, mas você esbarra numa, alguém te convence a ir para outra. A gente estava vindo assistir ao show, tá rolando, assim, um rally, um pega, um carnaval, não sei nem o que a gente chama aquilo. Mas o bom é que você tem um destino, mas o que você vai encontrar no caminho e para onde você vai depois, essa é a graça. Good evening. We're here with CNN Brazil, and we travel the world, and we always look for fascinating people. And this time, we're in New Orleans, covering the best of jazz and the best of music, and of course, Kermit's the star. So, thank you all. You're the best. What was it like growing up here? Were you born here?
Yeah, I was born in the lower Ninth Ward area. I mean, I had the time of my life in high school. I mean, joined the band, marched all the Mardi Gras parades. Before you know it, I started the Rebirth Brass Band.
Yeah.
Right here in the Treme neighborhood.
Did you always know you were good?
I really didn't know. I mean, I figured I didn't get good for about 3 years, you know. It takes a good 3 years to really learn your horn, you know.
"19 years old, you were already a music lover, and all of a sudden, fairly close to your home, like just over there.
Miles away.
Miles away.
Couple of miles.
You have this plethora of possibilities. You have this mecca of music. What was it like for you at that time?
It was definitely life-changing. Right then and there, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, I would even sit in class and all my essays was about traveling and making records. I mean, I just spoke it up, you know. I believe in anything you just keep thinking and just keep practicing or keep just manifesting. It's gonna happen. I mean, anything.
Did you know you'd be here back then?
I had a strange feeling. I really had a feeling that I'm gonna master this jazz New Orleans music. Me and Phil Frazier and the rest of the Rebirth Brass Band changed the whole format of brass band music throughout the world.
Jazz is respected around the world. It's one of those music styles that is fairly unanimous. You may listen to it, you may not listen to it, but you kind of have to respect it. And the birth of jazz is here. This is not an anthropological question. I'm just curious, in your opinion, why did jazz begin here?
Well, the slaves went to Congo Square on Sundays on their day off, and they would celebrate life. And Congo Square is right up the street. And they brought the drums and that drum language. Then along came a European trumpet. I mean, it's the only true American art form, jazz. Everything else came from somewhere else, except for jazz. When I tell you, man, to wake up every morning and just think about those days with the red light district and how Louis Armstrong shot a gun in the air and got arrested, went to the boys' home, and they gave him a trumpet. my God. I mean, that's some life history right there. And for him to play on the highest technical level ever, so I'll never be able to match, but I try my best. He had to be a real strong man because the notes that he hit was just so incredible. I mean, the average person would faint trying to play those notes. I'm right on the tip of it, but I'll never be able to play on that technical level, but I can really, I can feel his spirit.
What do you need to become a great musician?
I think a lot of rest.
A lot of rest? Everyone here, like, you know, in one way or another is a fan of music, right?
Oh, yeah. We all love Kermit.
Oh, okay.
We are blessed people to be able to hear such a talent.
Mm-hmm.
We love him, we love him. We love his music, but most of all, we love his heart.
It's the hard knock life for us.
That's a good one.
Alexa, play the hard knock life. Well, that's all right. Changed my mind.
Hi guys, welcome to Lil Dizzy's Cafe. We're known for our gumbo, fried chicken, and bread pudding.
Esse feijão vermelho deles aqui é uma feijoada de Nova Orleans. Linda, por sinal. Meu Deus. Nos séculos 17 e 18, 500 mil, mais ou menos, de africanos foram arrastados para os Estados Unidos. Quando eles estavam presos, escravizados, eles não podiam tocar música, dançar, era uma prática escondida, ilegal. Então, quando eles se viram livres, eles tinham o quê? Os instrumentos trazidos da Europa, os tambores e as práticas e a sabedoria deles, dos ancestrais deles, os imigrantes caribenhos. E isso criou esse espetáculo que a gente vê hoje. Não só a gastronomia, não só a arte, mas o jazz. What inspires you?
People. The real New Orleans is black people.
Nothing could be tougher than walking along the shores with your feet in the water one day, and the next day you're on a ship coming to America.
I've just been blessed, man, to survive doing this and not even realizing that it was a challenge at all. But we made the best of those days.
When I think about really the older folks and what they were subject to and how they dealt with it, man, it's cool, you know?
A gente vê o poder da colaboração, de trabalhar em conjunto. Quando você deixa de ser egocêntrico e você está mais interessado no resultado do grupo, no sucesso daquele som, do que no seu sucesso.
Just give me that, give me that. Something like, you know, high energy, honey. You ready?
Acho que eles podem ensinar muito disso. Eles e o jazz. E há lições que são muito chatas. Essa não é uma delas.
pegar um último shot desse.
Meu Deus, mas
É, não, pega ele.
dá um beijo. I told you I wore my favorite shoes just for you. Maybe they're not
Give me
yours.
another Bloody Mary, Shalita.
See, we can't count on Alexa for this.
Right. Alexa can't make drinks, but she can tell you how to. I have Alexa in almost every room. I just find that so fascinating. I just like to mess with her. You ever try to curse her out?
I know.
She say, that's not nice. I think they took that feature away. She doesn't say anything now. She just go bloop,